So this is what you want for your life. I'm asking him a question. This is what you want for your life. Is this what you want for your life? Because karma is a what? All right. Thank you.
Hey, the person who sent you this wants you to know. Quit being a bitch, okay? Just quit it. Come on. Quit being a bitch. You're gonna be okay.
I said I'm never coming back again. Next I stepped away from the mirror. I got my mind made up now, cause I can see the future much clearer. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. When adults aren't grown, it's a difference. You know, you can become legally an adult at the age of 18, but you're not grown. And I say that to say this. Sometimes people want to be adults because they want to do things without their parents or families that their parents and the rest of their family wouldn't approve of, but they want to do it because I'm an adult. And this is why they tell people you ain't grown, because you want somebody else to help you fix it if it goes left. Now, being grown means if I have problems, I got to handle my problems. I can't bring my problems to you. If I create problems for myself, I can't bring the problems that I created to you. But see, a lot of y'all became adults, and you want to be able. I'm grown enough to do whatever I want to do. Yeah, but stay over there though. See, when you felt grown enough to do whatever it is you wanted to do, if it goes bad, be grown enough to handle it over there though. You get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all don't want to hear people, because it's an age thing where when you close to 16, you want your driver's license. Then if I get my driver's license, I could drive. You could drive, but you ain't paying for the car, and you ain't paying the car insurance. You ain't treating that car like it's yours. Cause I'm young, I'm making mistakes. And some of the kids, oh, I want a Mercedes Benz. Shut up. You just got a license. You get what I'm saying? It's that. You want to be, I'm able to vote. Yeah, great. You able to vote. But do you know what you're voting for? Not necessarily. I'm grown enough to make my own decisions. You are. I'm grown enough to sign contracts. You are. But an adult would read them contracts. See, you sign these contracts, and then you find out, oh, I didn't know that's what it was. Yeah, you was an adult to sign it. But you wasn't grown enough to go, oh, it's this, and this. I'm not my childish fantasy. Because see, you can be an adult in age and a child in the mind. So you want to be an adult when you're doing stuff, but you want to be a child, when there's consequences. Like I didn't know. And one of the major things is sometimes adults don't want to listen to grown folks. And on the other side of that, grown folks tired of talking to adults. Some of y'all said, I'm finally this. I'm 18. I'm 21. I'm 25. I'm finally able to do whatever I want to do. Cool. But how come you can't do whatever you want to do on your own dime? How come, if it's successful, and this is what I mean by adult and grown. Some of y'all want to do your adult thing. And if it works out for you, you good. You on your own, you doing your thing. Nobody needs to know because it's going the way you like it. But then if it go the way you But if it doesn't go the way you like it and it goes bad, now you need all this support. And here's the other part about that. If other people decided that they was adults, right, and something bad happened to them, a lot of y'all ain't gonna support them. Y'all not gonna, man, you gonna say they grown, they an adult. They didn't handle that for themselves. So the same thing should be said to you. Without a speech, without hemming and hawing, without trying to guilt trip somebody. You should be the same way, like, okay, I get it. I get it. I need to handle my business. Yeah, you do. And see, with that conversation with the young man, and I guess I don't know if his mom or whatever, it's like this is what you wanted for your life. This is what you want to do. Because sometimes people have a fantasy about being what an adult is. You get what I'm saying? Like when I turn 18, when I turn 21, when I turn 25, oh, this is how it's gonna be. And it's like, yo, this is not a television show. This is not a movie. This is not an anime. You're not finna eat a fruit and get a special power. You're not about to do 100 push-ups and sit-ups and be a superhero. That's not how this is about to go. At all. Whatsoever. It's not gonna go like that. But what a lot of y'all do, when y'all find out, being an adult is harder than you thought, now you want to go back to the grown people. And not with a sense of humility, not with an open ear or open mind to get some understanding. No. Y'all want to go back with an attitude. And this is why I say you can be an adult, but you ain't grown. Because sometimes you have grown people dragging adults to how can I say this? You have grown folks dragging adults through adult life because they wanted to be an adult, but they didn't. They wanted to be adult in age, or but they didn't want to be an adult in action. Some of y'all want to be grown in age, but you don't want to be grown in action. All of a sudden, when it's time to be an adult, when it's time to have fun, or we can go to the parties, you can buy alcohol, you can stay up all night. That's fine. Oh, I'm an adult. But when it's time to get that work done, can you help me? No, 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 no. See, now you're not an adult no more. Some of y'all want to be grown. I'm grown. I'm grown. I could say whatever I want. I could do whatever I want. Okay. You remember that? You grown, right? So you remember you can say whatever you want. So you grown enough for whatever gets said back to you. You grown enough to do whatever you want. You grown enough for it to be done back to you. Don't say I'm grown 1 minute. When you feel like you on the good side of grown, and then when you're on the other side of grown, it's like, whoa, this is just too much. Because grown folks are tired of adults playing like they grown. Grown folks have had it. Who was it? Brian. Who was it? Is that Brian Cox, the football player back there? Head up to here, up to him. They've had it up to here. With you wanting to be something, but then not wanting to be it. And I'm gonna say it this way as I start to close this thing out. Some of y'all want to be an adult in somebody else's house. Y'all want to be grown at somebody else's house. Y'all want to be an adult with somebody else's car. Y'all want to be grown with somebody else's car. You get what I'm saying? Y'all want to be an adult on somebody else's time. Y'all want to be grown on somebody else's time. Get your own. You get what I'm saying? Y'all want to be an adult buying the tickets, but you don't want to be an adult paying for parking. See, you want to be an adult to go to the restaurant, but you don't want to be an adult paying the bill. You know what I'm saying? And grown folks tired of it. You want to be an adult and have all these silly priorities, but you don't want to be an adult when it's time to actually, do something that makes sense. Grown folks tired of it. And it's gonna get worse because grown folks are sick of taking care of people playing like they grown. And a lot of y'all acting like y'all entitled to that. Like, give me at least 35 years to get it together. No. Because a lot of these grown folks was an adult before they was an adult legally. A lot of these grown folks was grown but while you still at the same age as you playing games at. So you don't have as much sympathy and grace as you think. So I'm gonna leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.